Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGig webinars, our endeavor to empower techies. We believe that sharing of knowledge is the key of enhancing our performances and for our growth as professionals. With this principle in mind, TechGig has initiated a series of webinars conducted by industry experts to give a crisp insight of various domains. Topic for today's webinar session is Designing Experience that Clicks with the Users. We are delighted to have Mr. Kiran Sabnis, Head of User Experience, COE at Fiserv India with us today. Mr. Kiran heads the User Experience Center of Excellence at Fiserv India. He has over 16 years of enormous experience in the domain of product design, communication design, software user experience design and consulting. Kiran has worked in a variety of consulting roles as a product designer and UX consultant, where he effectively collaborated with small and medium-scale industries as well as global players to deliver end-to-end solutions in product design. Gentlemen, this presentation will continue for next 45 minutes and we'll take your questions after the presentation. In the meanwhile, you can post your queries through the chat pane available in the webinar software. Without further ado, I introduce you to our guest speaker, Mr. Kiran.
Hi, thanks for the quick introduction. Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Hello?
Audible, Mr. Sabnis.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, can you? Okay, thank you. Thanks for the introduction and thank you very much for providing this opportunity to present my thoughts on user experience and usability. Today for next 45-50 minutes, I'm going to talk on a very interesting topic, which is very near and dear to all of us, which is about user experience. And the title of this webinar is Designing Experience that Clicks with the Users. Moving to the slide number 2. By the way, the slide numbers are at the bottom left corner. So when I move from slide 1 to the next slide, I'm just announcing that. So as far as the user is concerned, the interface. So for example, if you wear the shoes of a user and ask a user, hey, what is ATM? She would show a screen. Or if you ask what is computer, they would talk about it's a screen and a keyboard and a mouse. So wherever the interface of the user is there, they call that as the end product. So user experience is key as far as the product is concerned. Objective of today's session. So let me just recap. Number one is when I went through the list of the participants, I found that there are many UI developers, software developers, business analysts, some team leads are there, product managers, project managers, so on and so forth. Also, I saw some freshers. So I thought like it's a good opportunity for sensitize these TechGig members on what is user experience. Another objective would be help them understand what is user experience, what is usability, because in our industry, lots of terms are used and perhaps those could be confusing. So it's better to help them understand the concept of usability and user experience. The third point, third objective would be to introduce on very high level what is user-centered design methodology, what are the tools and techniques we people use. Provide the direction is going to be the fourth objective, to provide the direction to integrate user-centric thinking in their daily activities. And at the end, what I'm going to do is to expose all the members to various ready-to-use reference material. There is a lot of wealth available on the net, but for the beginners or to sensitize the people, which are the books or periodicals or conferences that are happening in India, or a few websites which you can refer and enhance your knowledge in user experience. So these are the 5 bullet agenda objective of today's session. Moving to this next slide, agenda. This is good, but why should I bother about usability? So this is the question people would have in their mind. So we are going to talk on that. What is user experience? How it is strategic differentiator for any organization? How it interacts with business and technology? Then let's talk about UX development framework. Then user-centered design process, which are the tools, techniques, how that user-centered design process marries with software development lifecycle, the roles and responsibilities of UX team members, then designing for accessibility, the people who are visually challenged or physically handicapped, should do consideration for these people, and what is the future direction in which UX is moving. I know that we are going to cover a lot of things, so it may not be possible to go deeper inside any of the topic. So it's a landscape view of all the topics. Nonetheless, let's keep going, and if you have got any queries, questions, please shoot the questions to me, and at the end of the session I will try to respond most of them. So why should we bother about user experience? A few years